so I'm gonna do a T15 now. Well, I guess it's technically a T16 now. Yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of people bitching about how hard the game is and how squishy they are and how they keep getting one shot, blah 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 blah. And yeah, I feel like I'm doing pretty well, to be honest. I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna do this map, see how it goes. Skeletons are not enjoying the burning ground though. Yeah, so this minion build is pretty bog standard. There's nothing really special about it. Build diversity in PoE2 is not as good as we'd hoped. Certainly less than PoE1 anyway. So yeah, basically this build is just your bog standard minion build. We've got quite a bit of block, which is nice. Pretty reasonable amount of armor. Chaos res is the only thing we're really struggling with, but we can fit those in some of these slots. The big thing about this build is basically it's just all mana. It's all mana, because I've only got 1500 life. So we've got Mind Over Matter. If that gets changed, the whole build is gone, so but I can't see him changing that anytime soon. Mind Over Matter, Whispers of Doom, and then Eldritch Battery, converting it all into mana. So my mana pool is actually really fucking big. That's the one thing we've got going. My mana regen is 352 when I'm moving. 303 when I stand still. I mean, that's pretty good. Which is actually quite surprising, because that means this flaming ground is dealing like more than 300 damage per second with 75 fucking fire resist. But yeah, 60% block, that's like one of the biggest things. The only thing that I'm really struggling with is, well, I say struggling, is chaos damage. And that's if, you know, I still have like a 4,000 HP pool. So like, you know what I mean? I have to be hit pretty fucking hard. I don't exactly have crazy good mods on you, but I'm not exactly a high level am I, so... One of the sad things about this build though is that mana flasks suck. Look at that. 363 mana. In 2 seconds. I literally regen more than that. It's kind of a shame. Right, so the damage isn't terrible. I mean, I still have a lot of... I just upgraded them to like T17 or something. Yeah, T17's I'm at. I don't know what it goes up to, 19, 20. Anyway, how this build works is we've got... Where are you at? Skeleton Arsonists. Who just have like AoE and chance to ignite. And then we've got Flame Wall, which will amplify the projectiles. Projectiles that travel through, deal more damage. And so they'll hit the ignite. And then the Raging Spirits just deal a bit more damage to ignite. And just damage. That's it. That's like the whole fucking build. That is it. Obviously we've got some other minions. We've got Unearth, just to create fodder to get in the way, so that we have more time, just a buffer between us while we wait for our minions to respawn. So that's fine. And yeah, I should probably take this off, to be honest. We do have Frost Wall, but it seems pretty useless. It's got mana font on it, which is why I took it, but it doesn't really seem to have much uses. Enemies just seem to just walk through it. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Sometimes it seems to work, other times it does not. And then we've got a double curse. So we've got vulnerability and flammability. Again, just to amplify the fire damage in the SRS. You can see the projectiles, look, see? And then if I put that in the way, oh god. You can see that they actually change. They have like a little swirl behind them. See? See that little swirl? It's kind of hard to notice, but that means they're dealing more damage. There you go. See, it's quite significant. There you go. Yeah, that's about it. That's the whole fucking build. I don't know what to say. Pretty, not exactly hard. Pretty bog standard build. You might have a bit of trouble before you get SRS if you're leveling this build. And you might have a bit of trouble in around T5s because you need so much mana. And like look at this shit. This shit does 210 mana. Why? This shit 298. This shit 108. I'm spamming all the time. You know, like this is a lot, bro. Like 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. You know what I mean? Like, so you do actually need a lot of regen. And if you're not hitting that breakpoint, then you might find yourself running out of mana using skills. But once you get the gear sorted out, you'll be fine. I mean, it was fine. It was fine, to be honest. You just have to just pay attention to how much you're losing. Once you hit enough recovery from mana items, it's just great, honestly. Most of my items are like 1 to 2 exalts. The only thing super expensive that I own is my amulet. It cost me like 30 exalts. Which is pretty fucking good, to be honest. I made that one. This was like 2. This was surprisingly only 2. I mean, I guess it's got no move speed. I don't feel like I need move speed. This was like 1. This was like 2. This was about 4 or 5. It's not even that good. This was like 3. It's just mana regen. That's it. That's all it is. There's nothing special. Strength is a bit of an issue. Obviously, I'd like to have a better shield, but the better shields require more than 88 strength. I think it's like 122, which is quite a lot. So it's really hard to get up because there are shields with like 1,000 armor, which is ideal. But if you can't get that, you can at least go for the block. You can't roll mana on a shield for some fucking reason. Not even on the spell shields, which is very... Oh, I guess you can. Okay, I thought you couldn't, but spell shields suck anyway. I don't know. I don't feel like they're that good. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, they can't block, right? Is that it? They can't block. I mean, I want a shield to block, bro. Block is doing absolute fucking work for me. I even got on my army as well. Like, block is doing fucking work. As for the tree, there's nothing special about it. Pretty flexible, other than those 3 keystones. This block node is quite nice. Need to remember that 1 intelligence equals 2 mana as well. So these +5 nodes are like 10 mana, which is pretty good when you think about it. Like boom, that's 50 mana over there. But yeah, pretty much everything on this fucking tree. For some reason, GTG has turned all the mana nodes into like mana regen nodes. I don't know. I don't know why they've done this, but like, look at it. It's disgusting. It's kind of sad, actually. Everything is fucking mana regen. Like, which obviously scales based on the amount of mana you have. So it would have been nice to be able to like scale the mana. Well, that's really the problem. I need to, yeah, Arcane Surge is one thing I need to get going because that gives more multiplier, more mana regen, which is better than increased. So that's something to slip into the build that I keep forgetting about. Other than that, though, straight up just basic fucking shit, bro. Like I'd like to grab the basic fucking build. There's nothing special about this. I just see people constantly talking about how they're getting wrecked. And I thought I'd just make a build, you know, just showcasing this shit, you know. I mean, the damage looks pretty good to me. You've always got this to just sit there and block, which is nice. See? I know the mobs on the map ain't exactly crazy. But this is T16, mind. Huh. Yeah, this was like the first T16 I've done, because I'm only at T9s. It's quite a slog. I'm only at T9s. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it, honestly. The build is nowhere near good, like, complete. But it's pretty damn good at just doing content. It's just not exactly fast. It's pretty boring. You're probably going to be fucking tabbed out and falling asleep. This thing makes me take less damage. This thing converts the damage. So plus maximum fire resist would be good. Which you could put in the souls. The soul coals in here, because soul coals give max fire resist. I don't know. Hello. It'd be nice to have mana regen in these slots. Mana or mana regen. There is a good soul, which is way too expensive. Is that one for the maximum mana? Because that would end up being a lot. There is a base. Yeah, Chaos is another good one. There's a base one as well. Yeah, so this one would be the ideal one. I don't know how much it is. I'm not exactly rich. 7, not bad. That's worth taking. I'm not too sure what this means. Does that just convert 20% of that? I don't know. It'd be 16 int, right? Is that how that works? That's 36 mana. That's probably better than that one. I don't know how that works. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it, boys. Pretty easy build. Pretty damn tanky. This isn't even needed. You don't even need your full ascendancy because these two suck. This bricks your build because your minions, you lose your weapons when you're in demon form for some fucking reason. That bricks the build. You're not gonna crit, you're not spell damage, so that's useless. This converts your mana, so that bricks the build. And that's it. You don't even need your third ascendancy. You definitely don't need your fourth ascendancy. Which is another issue people keep having, but yeah. That's it, lads. Catch you in the next one. See you.